Okay, so good evening. Sorry for the delay. So can we start? Okay, so yes, I hope all of you are fine. Ellam okay alle? All set? So can we start? So may I know why are we here? Endinana? Why? We are here to discuss the MTP 2 for our September exam, right? So we have already finished the RPP discussion. We have finished MTP 1 discussion. And for those people who are attending the mentoring, I hope you guys know that our mentoring schedule is over. Ada, give me a green signal. You guys know that we have completed the mentoring schedule from the chapter 1 till entire 11 chapters we have completed along with the MCQ practice question. And we will have after MTP2, I'm planning for one more session, okay, which is like a semi-marathon, maybe 2.5 hours, which I will update you. Then we will have a mock exam. It will be a very simple model exam. If you can write, already we have discussed the MTP 1 and 2. So I'll give you separate one mock exam also. With that, we will be winding up. Rest of the things we'll talk later after the session. So can you guys promote me so that we can start the discussion? Come on, guys. Gear up. Come on. So those who are watching live on YouTube, can you also reply if all okay? Okay. So yes, I'll share. So compared to MTP and RPP, MTP 1 and RPP, this MTP 2 questions were little more tricky. Okay. So let's revise and let's solve. So guys, take this time off and take this time as a time to revise as well as do this MTP. Once you attend this session, no need to do the MTP by yourself. Now assume question number 1 is very difficult for you. Assume question number 1 is very difficult. What you do? Question number 1, you will mark it and you will redo this question again. Did you hear that? Which all question you find tough, kindly write it on side. So that our question matram, only those questions you can write out once again. Okay. So let's start. Ada, keep supporting. So as it was there in the MTP 1 also, 30 marks is MCQ, 70 marks is descriptive. In MCQ part, there is case scenario 1, 2, 3, and then individual MCQs are there. So we will start with case scenario 1. Ada, I'm going to start. So those who are live, kindly keep replying, which is the answer. Okay. So guys, before also we have seen whenever big case study question like this comes, what we will do usually, see case study question sizes like this, no? We usually read from the, see this much is there. So can we start from the bottom? Bottom means, can we start with the question? Right. So I'm starting with question 1. Okay. The engagement team members are not able to take decision regarding sending negative confirmation request to some entities described in case scenario. Which of the following statement is in accordance with standards on auditing? May I know which essay they are referring to in this question? A essay, in this essay, which essay? Very good. External confirmation 505. There are how many types of confirmation? There are 2 types. It can be either positive or negative. But here they are saying negative confirmation. When will you go for negative confirmation? There are 4 instances. Risk higher, lower. In which case you will go for negative if risk is low. Homogeneous population. Low exception rate. One more is there. We are not aware that confirming party will disregard. These are the 4 cases in which we will go for negative confirmation. Risk low. Now, we don't know what has happened in this case. Situation. In this case, what has happened, we don't know. So let's travel back to the question. Now, can you read question? DLP Associate, a firm of CAs, are in the midst of conducting the audit of Twist Spin Limited. Companies in the business since last 15 years have appointed DPL and Associate as their auditors for the first time. While identifying risk of material misstatement, the engagement team has assessed risk of misstatement for revenues and trade payables to be high. Risk high, lower. In the given case, they have identified risk to be high. So, is negative confirmation an appropriate one? Is negative confirmation appropriate? No. So, can we cancel the first option? You only said, ma'am, risk is high, so negative is not appropriate. So, cancel A option. Now, read B, C, D. B says, it would be inappropriate. Seems to be correct. Can we read C and D? Sending negative confirmation request depends upon auditor's professional judgment. Standard does not spell out any requirement. Either correct or incorrect. SA 505 says 4 instances. SA spells out. So this also wrong. Now D. Business entities are more likely to respond in case of disagreement. Therefore, sending negative confirmation provides better qualitative. Answer is no. So, answer will be B. B for boy. Are we clear? So, use the ruling out technique. Okay. If one clear. Can we go to 2? So, the first question was relating to SA 505. Of course, you have to read back that para. No, whenever you get a case study, of course, you have to read back, Ganesh. You have to read back. Just that we are starting with the question. Of course, you have to read back the para. You'll go in search of risk. Where is risk? See, risk is only there in this para. Okay. Second. Which of the planned audit procedure pertaining to trade receivables in the described case scenario is or are not related to completeness? So, which topic related is this? Completeness. Isn't it related to assertions? Yes, assertions. So, how do you check the trade receivables complete? Complete means if something is left off, whether there is something is left off or not. Meaning, everything of the current year should be recorded in the current year. It should not be left off. We have to check the cut-off procedure, year-end transaction, everything you have to see. Now, can you read back the case study? Because they are saying 2, 3, 1, 3. Now read above. Where is 1, 2, 3? Da. You saw? You saw? You saw? You saw. Now, for the exam also you can identify. Don't worry. See, they have given. Following are the procedures relating to trade receivables. They wanted which is not related to completeness. Which is not allathathu illa. Verification of invoices issued during last 7 days of the financial year. Whether the goods have been actually dispatched. Can you say whether you have to see this or not? Answer is yes. Till 31st March, they have to see. Then only in that year, whether it is complete or not, you can check. So first one, yes, you have to check for completeness. Now, can you see the second one? Selection of few invoices for aging report. to check the correctness. And in class also, I think we have written also, I guess, aging analysis is done mainly to put the provision. So is it completeness or is it something else? Aging, more age, more provision. So aging is mainly to check the, very good. Others, aging is mainly to check the valuation rate. Very good. Aging is to check the valuation. So this is not for completeness. Okay. Preparation of schedule of movement. Okay. Preparation of schedule of movement of bad debts. But how bad debts have been moved, whether it is more moved, whether it is less moved. But movement means in the year how much it is there. You have to see. This is again part of cutoff, no? Yes, no, tell me how much, how many are there? This also you have to see for cutoff, meaning completeness. I don't know whether you are listening the point. They wanted the assertion for completeness. Which assertion you don't want to see for seeing the completeness? So 1 you have to see, 3 you have to see. This is mainly for valuation. Now read 4. Review of process of providing discount, whether it is in accountants of company's policy. Now, may I have your reply? Here, you are not seeing rupees. Ganesha, you are not seeing the rupees quota. Faisal, you also listen. You are not seeing the rupees. Here, whether discount provided is as per company's policy. If it is rupees, okay, it is valuation, I do agree, as you said. They are checking whether it is as per company's policy. Assume. More discount is provided. Won't debtors be less? Just tell me yes, no. More discount is provided, debtors will be less. If debtors is less, is it complete or incomplete? Incomplete. So shouldn't you check whether discount is as per policy? If more discount, less debtors. If less debtors, you guys itself told that, ma'am, it is incomplete. So shouldn't you also check, I'm not saying discount rupees, whether discount is as per company's policy. So shouldn't you check this also for completeness? Now can you reply? Answer is yes. So now tell me which assertion you need not see out of 1, 2, 3, 4 for completeness. Answer is 2. 2 means it is mainly for which one? Valuation. But if you're getting some new points like this, take the notebook, in relevant places, mark it. Already valuation, you know, aging analysis. Now mark the discount point in the items in FS chapter. So answer is answer is, yeah, that's it. Are we clear? Can I have your reply? Wait. I will re-explain this question again. 1 minute. I will re-explain the question again. Wait. I will explain. I understand. Once more, I'll explain. See, verification of invoices. And I will explain that question again. If I have confused you, wait, I will explain this question once more. Ada, what you have to see? Tell me the answer. What you have to see? In the question, you have to see the not regarding what? It is not regarding the completeness, right? Completeness. And I'm really sorry if I have missed you. Once more, can you see not regarding completeness? Right? So out of this, which one is we don't need to see? First one you have to see. Ada, can you reply once more? Can you reply? I'm really sorry if you had misunderstood. First one you have to see or not? Can you say yes, no? Answer is yes, you have to see for completeness. Now see, in this aging report, we didn't read fully. I'm really sorry. Selection of few invoices from aging report with the correct amount to correct dates. And I'm really sorry. I'm sorry. At a correct dates we have to see. At a correct dates you have to see. At a date, we missed off to read this. Cut off. Shouldn't you see this also? I'm sorry, guys. Shouldn't you see this also? At a dates you have to see, right? 31st March. I'm sorry, okay? So this also you have to see. Preparation of movement of debtors. Preparation of movement of debtors. This is mainly for which one? Preparation of movement of debtors. Movement. Movement of debtors. At a movement of debtors. At a debtors movement, that is mainly for presentation and disclosure. So answer is this, we did not see. Answer is, yeah, that's right. So I'm really sorry, okay? I missed out to read this. I'm sorry. So answer is only thing which we need not see for completeness is 3, preparation of movement. Now, can you reply? I'm sorry that I left off to read this. I'm really sorry. Guys, can you just reply whether you're clear now? Okay, so I was, I'm sorry, I was reading your chat box, so I left off to read this correct dates. So I'll repeat. First one you have to see. May I know why? Because days. Here also, if it was just the aging report, okay, if it is just the aging report, then it is valuation. But here they are given aging report maatralla, even correct dates you have to say. So here also cut off. Cut off means completeness. This is mainly for presentation and disclosure. So this you need not. Why you have to see company's policy? Because more discount, lower debtors. If it is lower debtors, come on, if debtors is lower, it is incomplete. So now can you tell me the answer? Answer is which we need not see. Answer is only 3. Nikita, they wanted. That's why I said we should not confuse ourselves if we read only the first part as we first said valuation. But we have to see the full thing. Now tell me, why do you see the cutoff? Can someone reply? Why do you see the cutoff? Cutoff is mainly checked to check whether all the debtors which should have been recorded in the current year are recorded. Now I'll say in Malayalam. എന്തൊക്കെ വരണമായിരുന്നോ ആ വർഷം അതെല്ലാം വന്നു. അതായത് whatever it should have been come in the current year, it has been recorded, meaning nothing is omitted. Since here correct dates is given, you have to see for the cutoff. If the question had stopped with this, oh my God, if the question has been stopped with this, as we first said, it is valuation. Now, can you reply whether you guys understood now? Now, I will edit the question and ask you, okay? Had this part not there, what is the answer? We will edit the question. Let's study with this. Had this part not there, what is the answer? Both, as we first said, both 2 and 3. Now, because this correct date is there, what is the answer? Because correct date is there, it is only 3. Nikita, completeness നോക്കാനാണ് cut off നോക്കുന്നത്. We see cut off mainly to check the completeness. ആ വർഷത്തെ എല്ലാം ആ വർഷം വന്നിട്ടുണ്ടോ? Whether that year has been properly recorded. That's why. Nikita, did you get the point? Others? Can you make a note somewhere? Whenever a date comes, it is something related to cut off year. Cut off, why you see? To check whether complete. Good that we messed up first and then we read again. Now, are you clear? Since date is given, it is not valuation, it is completeness. Had this date not given, it is valuation. Now, I want everyone, those who are watching live also, can you reply whether you understood? I want everyone to reply, then only I will go to the next one. Okay, let's mark this question. Sure. Okay, can we go to 3? Okay, this is, I think, something related to Schedule 3. Just read and give me the reply. Okay. Guide team member by selecting the correct option with respect to share option outstanding account. Schedule 3, where will this be shown? Is it under current liability? And even without reading this from +1, +2, I think if commerce we are learning. Is it in current liability? Is it under share capital? Is it under reserves and surplus? Again, reserves and surplus. Okay. Abhinaya says reserves. Others, capital reserve, general reserve. Along with it, we have to show share options outstanding account. Harish, it is not share capital. They are saying share options outstanding account along with capital reserve, along with the general reserve, other reserves, this is kind of reserves. So this has to be shown under the reserves and surplus. Do you get that point? Okay. Now, so it is not a current liability. It is not a share capital. Can you read whether it is C or D? It should be separately classified under reserves. No separate classification. Now just tell, can we mix it with other reserves and show? General reserve, can we mix it? No. Capital reserve, general reserve. Then under separate heading, we need to show share options outstanding account. So the answer is, and which is the answer? Answer is, come on, Guruji, lock, option C. Why? Because it should be separately shown. So this is basically Schedule 3 disclosure requirement. Can we go to 4? Okay. Which of the following is the planned audit procedure in relation to the inventories described in the case scenario is or are in the nature of analytical procedure? But analytical procedure is say 520. So again, they are saying 2, 3, 1. Okay. Okay, they wanted which is or which is not. Okay, they wanted which is not, which is not, which is not. Can you read? Comparison of inventory turnover. Vertical analysis of current year. Vertical means cross analysis of current year with previous year. Budget. Performing purchases and sales cutoff. Out of these 1 to 4, which is not analytical? Can you say 1, 2, 3, 4? And a comparison is analytical. Prior period and current period. Trend analysis, it is current period. Budget is also a current period. And a performing purchase and sales cutoff. Is it analytical? No. This is test of. Come on, come on, come on. This is test of. Details. Very good. So the answer is, which is not, they have asked. Only 4th one. So the answer is D. D for dog. Now, with that, we have finished case scenario 1. Are we Pakka clear with all the 4 questions. I think only second question you guys will be confused. Other than that, all others are good. Let me say for the last time, since we left off to read, we means including me, first left off to read that. So that's why I'm saying for the last time, okay? In this completeness, we are seeing cutoff. Why cutoff? Current year, whether it has been recorded. Why cutoff? To ascertain the completeness. Had this date was not given, okay, then we are seeing only valuation, okay? Because of this dates only it has come. Now, are we clear? So take rest for 30 seconds. After that, promote by saying 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Case scenario 2. My final crash got over only last day, so I'm also doing this question with you, okay? So just glance through. So as I said, we are doing it together. Okay. Can we go to 2? CAJ is nearing completion of audit of Cheap Cost Private Limited, a manufacturing company. I'm just reading the first part, then we will go to the question. I'm just reading the first para. The draft FS of the company show profit before tax 5 crore. Materiality for FS as a whole is determined at 5% of profit before tax. Materiality is say 320. Can you fix materiality as a percentage of profit? Answer is, why not? Answer is yes. So how much is the materiality they have fixed, guys? 5 crore into 5%. Can someone calculate 5 crore 50? 25 lakhs? Okay, thank you. He considered the following issues flagged. Now, can we go to the question and come back? Why this technique? Because even as I said, I am also reading now. Because, see, if he had read this, then question, we have to reread again. So we have read the first para. Now we'll go to the question. Okay. Fifth one. Which of the following statement is most appropriate regarding fire incident? And even in class, we say, no, fire, some disaster, it comes. If it is disaster, which essay? Any guess? Disaster, durandam, come on. If it is a disaster, something related to going concern, and also one more essay is there. If it is after balance sheet date, then it is subsequent events. 2 essays should come to your mind if you hear about disasters. 1, going concern is affected. 2, if it is after balance sheet date, subsequent events. 570 going concern, 560 subsequent events. Okay. Now, but before even going to the question, can we say fire subsequent events? How many types of subsequent events? As per AS 4, it can be either. Ganesh, I asked you types, adjusting, non-adjusting. Fire should be, unless going concern is affected, it should be adjusted or disclosed. Unless going concern is affected, assuming going concern is not affected, it should be adjusted or disclosed. It is non-adjusting event. So naturally, it should be disclosed. Okay. So you heard about the fire incident. Okay. Now, the auditor should ask the management to adjust the financial. Auditor should ask the management to adjust the financial. Auditor should ask the management to disclose. Auditor has no responsibility. So guys, here in this question, inventories lying 1 crore is damaged. The inventory is lying amounting to 1 crore, inventory is affecting limited for 50 lakhs, lodged a claim. So it is incident. So non-adjusting event, it should be disclosed. So the answer should be option. Come on, guys. You only said non-adjusting event, so it should be disclosed. So the answer is C. There is no indication in the question that going concern is affected, entire company is lost. It's only a part of inventory. Are we clear? Had they said in the question, entire company is affected, entire company entire company is burned in the fire, then it will be going concern affected, then it will be adjusted. But there is no hint like that in the question. So it's just a usual fire, a part of the inventory, or inventory is lost, so it should be disclosed as non-adjusting. Okay. So 5, answer is C. Meow, cat. Can we go to 6? Identify the correct option regarding materiality of uncorrected misstatements regarding wrong capitalization of machinery and overstatement of inventories or work in progress. I think we have to read back. 2 things. Wrong capitalization of machinery and wrong inventory. Can you search? The company has debited 10 lakh in machinery account, whereas expenditure relates to normal wear and tear of high-speed automated machinery. First one. The company has not properly accounted for necessary elements of cost of work in progress. Further estimates regarding various stage has not been properly made, which has resulted in overstatement of 20 lakhs. 10 lakhs, 20 lakh. Is it material or is it immaterial? You only said, ma'am, 25 lakh is the materiality. Is 10 lakh and 20 lakh immaterial or material? Guys, individually, both 10 lakh and 20 lakh is below 25 lakh. But materiality, whenever we hear, it should be either individually or in aggregate. Both you have to see. Now, can you say aggregate how much materiality? 10 plus 20. So it becomes 30 lakhs, right? Now, can you say whether it is material or immaterial when you take it in aggregate? Now it becomes material. SA 320. Now you got some idea. Now read the option. Read, guys. The uncorrected misstatements are not a material, but it is material when taken in aggregate. The uncorrected misstatement are material, correct. Not material, are material. So we'll cancel A and C. Can you say B or D, which is right? The uncorrected misstatements are material in the context of audit and it should be considered. The uncorrected misstatements are material, financial statement, and auditor should correct this. Now, auditor management should correct this. It should be corrected by the management. If not, we will modify our opinion as per 705. So, answer is B. Yeah, B for boy. B, not D. We should not correct. It should be corrected by management. But if clear, can you put 7? The auditor has performed certain audit procedures described in case scenario relating to inventories of work in progress. Such procedure relating to dash assertion. Go back and read. Which are you going to search? Guys, work in progress. Can you go back? The company has not accounted certain elements of cost in arriving the work in progress. Further, estimates regarding stages of production has not been made properly. Which assertion is violated? And a certain elements is left off. They have not included in valuing the inventory. Estimates at various stages are not proper. Now I got two answers, completeness and valuation. And we study which accounting standard? AS2. AS2, they say, while calculating inventory, certain elements should be included, certain elements should be excluded, they say. Unless you include that, valuation will not be proper. If estimates, they are also saying, read it. Estimate regarding various stage are not properly made. But if it is not properly made, do you think amount value will be correct? Tell me. No. But I got three answers from you. Let's debate. Come on. I got completeness. I got presentation and disclosure. I got valuation from you. Now, presentation and disclosure is not the answer because one, it's not the answer. Second, it's not there in the question option. Second, completeness. But maybe in the first round when you read, certain elements is not included, you might feel completeness, but the second sentence, they are saying estimate is not properly made, meaning the amount, the value left. But are we getting the point? Unless estimate is not made properly, you can't arrive at the amount. So answer is B. But I just think of AS2. AS2 name itself is valuation of inventory. No. Prima facie, Harish, is it valuation or completeness? Prima facie, solla. I mean, what is the first thing you're trying to establish? It's valuation. Alla Abhinaya, here, is it valuation or completeness? He's saying if valuation is not proper, it will be incomplete. So prima facie, you are trying to establish it is valuation. First you are establishing valuation. No. The answer is B. Guruji, lock B. Okay. Can we go to 8? Come on, guys. I've just glanced through. Come on. I have to also read the full thing. Come on, read with me. Which of the following statement is correct? Correct. They want correct. With respect to written representation. A written representation, essay. Oh, wow. 580. Lot of fans for 580. Now, can you go in search of written representation para in the question? Here. Did you see? This representation letter is provided in connection with your audit of Cheap Cost Private Limited for the purpose of expressing the opinion. We confirm to the best of our knowledge having such enquiries made. What is this meaning? I'll say in Malayalam if you want. ഞങ്ങളുടെ ബിലീഫിൽ ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് തോന്നുന്നു. In our belief, we believe. Is it a pakka representation given by management? Answer is no. Even in class notes, we have said no. They are saying dash language. They are using what language? They are using a qualifying language. Now, can you refer and say, can you use qualifying language? Answer is There are certain instances where auditor feels appropriate. You can use the qualifying language representation also. They can be accepted if it is satisfied. Now you have read this. Now, written representation is proper. Those words not permitted at all. Use of those words is not permitted. Not permitted. It was simple. So the answer is, say, if auditor is satisfied, SA 580 itself says you may accept a qualifying language. So the answer is option A. So how was, I think case 2 is over? Yeah. How was case 2? Any issue? Okay. So take rest for 30 seconds. One more case scenario is there, guys. Case scenario 3. After that, say 3. Those who are watching online, can you say? So I hope you guys have noted down this in your notebook. അതായത് valuation alone, aging. Aging with, if you're checking the dates, then it is cut off for completeness. Can you give me an acknowledgement whether you have noted down? അതായത് ഗണേഷ് aging analysis first നമ്മൾ തെറ്റായിട്ട് വായിച്ചില്ലേ, means first we misread, no, that is only only aging analysis, it's valuation. Valuation, yeah, aging analysis with the dates you are saying, then it is cut off. Cut off, why are you saying? For completeness. So guys, what's up? 15 seconds more. After that, say 3. Okay, Nakshatra. What about others? Come on, guys. We are unstoppables, no? So can we go? Our life is a race. Run, 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 run. Case study is big. So can we go with the last part? Can we go with question? Big. It's big. Which of the following statement is most appropriate regarding required undertaking as per Companies Act? Wait, Companies Act, where here in this question Companies Act comes? This is how in the exam also you will see. Where? In the first para. So can you read the first para? MPM Associate, a firm of chartered accountants, have received an offer letter from the bank for the audit of their Chandigarh branch for the financial year. The offer letter inter alia requests audit firm to give an undertaking in which that firm is not disqualified. You remember 141.3D? Actually, it's not there in the syllabus. 141.3D says indebtedness can exceed up to. It's not there in the syllabus. I'm just asking you extra. 5 lakh. Neha, 1 lakh is guaranteed. Indebtedness can exceed up to 1 lakh. 5 lakh. 1 lakh is guaranteed. Such provision relates to disqualification of the auditor, his relative, etc., indebted to the company. Since company audit is removed from the syllabus, they themselves are explaining the provision indebted. Firm is not disqualified. So what is the what you interpret? Meaning, here that firm is having, that auditor, that CA is having some kind of indebtedness, but it should be below Yeah, it should be within 5 lakh. That's why they are saying not disqualified. Okay. Before accepting such audit, firm checks the requirement with law requirement. However, there is a difference of opinion regarding undertaken. Eda, below 5 lakhs, so qualified under Companies Act. But still, assume the firm is having an indebtedness of 2 lakh. Which threat will come? Money, 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 money. Kasa, kasa, kasa. Kasha, kasha, kasha. Aishwarya, money. Money is not familiarity, Kuta. It is self-interest. Financial, no? So can you be appointed as auditor? Answer is yes. No. See. They are saying you are not disqualified under Companies Act. In SQC, you remember? SQC, you remember? You have to see whether there is any threat. If there is any threat, you have to take adequate measures to safeguard, to reduce it to an acceptable level. Here it is acceptable level. Why? Why? Because it is already Companies Act. But still, you have to, those people have notes of SQC1. You can go and check back the notes. Okay. Under the ethical requirements, annually an undertaking should be taken from every personnel in the firm that they are complying with the fundamental principles. Those who have attended the class, can you reply? Haven't we written like that in SQC1? An undertaking should be from every personnel annually you have to get an undertaking. Yeah, a confirmation that they are not violating the ethical fundamental principles. So can you appoint them in this case? Answer is yes, but still undertaking should be given. See, they themselves are saying you're not disqualified, meaning qualified. But still, you have to safeguard and undertaking should be given. Now, can you say which is the answer? Self-interest, self-review, self-interest, self-review. Can you cancel out the option? It's not self-review. It's not self-review. Now, can you say A or C? A says self-interest, firm can give an undertaking verifying whether it complies. C says how a firm can't give such an undertaking. Answer is if you can safeguard, if you can get an undertaking. So Guruji, which one lock? Lock. Answer A. Good question, Allah. Anyway, it's not self-review, it's clear because it is money. Can we go to 10? The declaration relating to non-communication of information to affairs of the bank is related to adherence of which principle? Makle, tell in your own language and see. ഞങ്ങള് കമ്മ്യൂണിക്കേറ്റ് ചെയ്യില്ല ബാങ്കിന്റെ കാര്യങ്ങൾ ആർക്കും. നമ്മ ബാങ്കോட വിഷയം യാർക്കും சொல்ல மாட்டோம். We won't communicate to anyone the matters of the bank while you are the auditor. Come on. Now, even without me saying the answer, you have said. Answer is confident. Person. Yeah. Answer is B. B for boy. Confidentiality. Are we clear? 5 fundamental principles are there, no? Integrity, objectivity, confidentiality, professional behavior, professional competence. So can we go to 11? MPM associates are required to report on adverse comments made by the stock auditors for enjoying the cash credit facilities. Which of the following is most appropriate? At us, cash credit, CCOD. In cash credit, there is something called as out of order. In out of order, you have to see sanction limit and drawing power. You remember what is drawing power? We have did in the MTP, or RTP also a question, I guess. Calculation of drawing power. In class also we have did. We have to see the stock debtors adjusted by margin. So what is the stock and debtors? Stock and debtors are the security provided by the borrower. Can you say yes, no? So unless you see for the CC, you have to see the stock, debtors, margin, security. Yes. Now can you see? Stock auditors have to make comment on security, calculation of drawing power. Okay. Security, no comments on drawing power. We have to see the drawing power, no? So, not B. Stock auditor may comment on report on security. Documentation made by bank respect of sanction credit leakage of revenue. Do we need to see leakage of revenue? We are only the stock auditors. Stock auditors can make comment only on drawing power. If you have to see the drawing power, you have to see the security value. So the answer is A. Unless you see security, how can you calculate drawing power, guys? If you think of that formula, stock plus debtors adjusted by margin, stock plus debtors is the security. Stock and debtors is the security. It's bank audit, chapter 10. So which is the answer? Answer is A. Can we go to the last question? Yeah, last question in this case. 12. Keeping in view of the matters, foreign letters of credit. But we have heard about LCBG, letter of credit bank guarantee. Where have we heard? Bank audit, where? There are two types of advances based on fund. It can be funded or it can be non-funded. Can I know letter of credit is funded or non-funded? Letter of credit means you are just giving, bank is giving credit, so it is non-funded. We have said letter of credit and bank guarantee is non-funded. Okay. Now what they want, can we read that first? Which of the following is true? True they want. True. Letter of credit issued is non-funded. Correcta, incorrecta? That's true. Branch earns interest on issuance of letter of credit, which is credited in the interest earned account on P&L account of branch. Now wait. They are asking whether the statement is correct or incorrect. We have learned, those who have the class notes, just take and see. Audit of revenue. Revenue comprised of two heads, interest earned and other income. Haven't we bifurcated like that? Keep your notebook always, okay, open when we discuss. Okay. Now here, letter of credit is not a bank advance, meaning it's not a funded, it is unfunded. They only earn some kind of brokerage, other commission, etc. So is it an interest earned or is it kind of other income? Can you think and say? It's not usual advance where you earn interest every month. You will accrual basis, will you earn every month? Tell me, there is no fund there. So it's not part of interest earned, guys. It's part of other income. Here they say interest earned. So correcta, incorrecta? The correcto, incorrecto? Incorrect. The bank which receives foreign letter of credit is known as beneficiary bank. There is nothing like that. That's also incorrect. So which is correct here? Answer is A. So if you think you got a new point, kindly add it in the note what the I think this letter of credit is non-funded, everyone knows. Now the income earned under letter of credit is other income. If you don't know or if you feel it is a good point, add it in the notes. How was it, guys? Are we clear? Yes. Okay. So guys, case scenario is over. 3 independent MCQs there. After that, I'll give you rest. And descriptive question as we did, but we'll discuss everything. You remember RTP we said we'll discuss only important. MTP 1 we said we'll discuss important, but fully we have discussed. So there are many direct questions. Direct questions we'll run through. Only indirect question we will pause. Okay. And after I finish off, I want out of 30, how much you would have scored or you can score. I want you to say, okay, after I discuss next 3. Ganesh, okay, Anagota. Others, can you say 13? He needs 10 seconds, it seems. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. So, those who are watching online, sure. 13. Now it's independent question. Why has started planning audit of listed company? In this respect, he is considering all matters relating to acceptance of client, compliance with ethical policies, consideration regarding analytical procedure, risk assessment procedure. Which of the following does not fall under preliminary engagement activity? Which chapter? Chapter 2. You remember planning activities are divided into preliminary engagement activity and planning activity, planning process. Preliminary engagement activity has 3 steps: acceptance and continuation of client relationship. Then, come on, I'm meeting ethical requirements. Then, engagement letter terms, engagement terms. So they wanted which is not, which does not. Can you say the answer? Acceptance of client. Yes, it falls. Ethical requirement. Yes. Analytical procedure, terms of engagement. So it's a direct question, guys. It is only the analytical procedure. But a wrapper, FAPper, all these procedure comes only in the planning, not in the preliminary activities. So the answer is C. It is a direct question from Essay 300, Chapter 2. All okay, guys? Okay. A practicing CA is appointed by a company to perform AUP, agreed upon procedure, relating to trade payables. Such procedure include verifying list of books, sending confirmation, reporting factual discrepancies. Those who have notes, kindly check chapter 1, essay for audit. SRE for review, SAE for assurance, SRS for related services. Whenever you do everything or anything, you have to follow with SQC. Is this agreed upon procedure part of audit? No. Is it part of review? No. Can you say part of which one? You are checking Nakshatra? You're only giving the report on your findings. You're not doing anything else. Management asks you to do something and you're doing and giving a report. That's it. There is no assurance here. So it's only a related services. So, which is the correct option? Can you lock? For related services, is SC applicable? No. So cancel. SC is not there. Here they say assurance. Here they say related. So answer is D. I would have said for SRS 2 example, compilation engagement and agreed upon procedure. Okay. Can we go to the last question? 15. Wow, one of the important topic, audit of government expenditure, one of the major component of government audit. Yeah. In this regard, what is meant by audit against rules and order? Audit against rules and order, sanction, provision of funds, propriety, performance. So they wanted, which is the audit against rules and order. The expenditures incurred with due broad principles of financial propriety. Which audit is it? Isn't it propriety audit? Now, there is a sanction, either special or general. Which audit is this? Audit of sanction. Provision of funds, they themselves are saying this is provision of funds. Expenditure incurred conforms to the provisions of statutory law and regulations. So which is the answer? Whether it is as per rules and order. So the answer should be D. D for dog. Yes. D for doll. Okay, doll. And personally, I will say, except that question where we messed up, you remember, without reading, maybe aging analysis, except that question, even that question, even I have a little confusion, to be very frank, because discount policy, it's a debatable point. You remember that discount policy can be even valuation. So that's a debatable point. So we have argued and we have come to a conclusion. Okay. So since we messed up, now will you forget that? I just wanted your reply. Now you won't forget. That's it. If a similar question is asked in the exam, now my kids won't mess up. Okay. Now you can mess up, guys. We can mess up. So can you give me a reply? How was it? Wasn't it good, guys, MTP 2 when compared to 1 and RTP? That's why I wanted you to do also. Okay. So can you take rest? So descriptive part, what we will do is, life is a race. We will run. Okay. So can you take rest? Can you take a sip of water? No, ma'am. We are having dinner. Okay. See, my online kids are saying, out of 30, how much they will score? Come on. How much will you score? Approximately say 30 to 31, na? Wow, your confidence. See, somewhere around, you have to score around 24 to 26. 20, what happened, Kuta? And I'm just saying, if you can score somewhere around 24 to 26, 24 to 26, if you can score MCQ scoring. But one or two questions may be tricky that we have to expect. Always think that, in my intuition, what I usually think when I was a student is your exam will be tough. Questions will be tough. This was the mentality in which I used to go for the exam. I'm an average student, but I'm a really hardworking student. Okay, so I have to describe that myself. I'm a average student, but really hardworking student. Okay, so I used to do like that. So we will not be taken back when we see the question paper. Let it be tough. So you will also think that it will be tough. So if it is tough, accept it, do it well in a way you can. If it is easy, well and good, have a great smile on your face and do it very well. Are we clear? So guys, 30 seconds rest and can say something. Ready, put ready for the descriptive. Descriptive, I will be just running, okay? And after the session, those who are attending in live here, okay, kindly stay back for 2 minutes. I want your opinion, okay? As usual, just 2 minutes. So guys, can we start? Okay. So in that, we will, even I'm just going through, okay? So we'll discuss whichever questions were good, we'll discuss. Other question, we'll just say and go. Okay, run. Start. Q1. So 6 questions are there. Question number 1 is compulsory. Balance, you can write. One option is there. One you can leave, balance 4. Okay. CDE. Private Limited is a manufacturing company, has made investment in shares of some blue chip companies. Additionally, it has temporarily deposited some of the extra funds in fixed deposit with a scheduled bank. Dividend from the bank is 1.8 lakh, net of TDS 0.2. Bank interest is 2.7, net of TDS 0.3 were credited to company's account. During the year 23-24, it was also sold some shares resulting in net gain of 5 lakh. Company has shown the above income under the other income of consolidated amount of 9.5 lakh in P&L. May I know how 9.5 lakh they got? How? 5 lakh plus 1.8 plus 2.7. Can you add someone? 5. Yes, we have added this. Okay. No other information is furnished in P&L account or FS. As the auditor discuss whether above situation constitute misstatement. Also state few examples of misstatement. Ada, come on. In class also we have said many times, misstatement, misstatement, misstatement. Okay, Faisal, misstatement, which is say 450. Now, how will you start? What is misstatement? What is misstatement? Misstatement is a difference between what it is and what it should be. Endaganam endai. Endaganu endachu. It's a misstatement is a difference between the amounts in FS and amounts as required by AFRF. It can be in the form of 4. Presentation, valuation, classification, disclosure. Right. Now you have written that here. Those who are doing articleship or did articleship, they know very well. Others, you have to apply your accounting knowledge. Okay. How this income will be recorded in the books? Accounting treatment. Is it net of TDS or gross of TDS? Always in P&L account, you will show it at a gross amount. Sharanya, net alla. See, journal entry, if I want to say, is bank account debited, whatever you got, 1.8. TDS account debit, it's your asset. To P&L gross. So, gross amount goes to P&L, bank account net amount received, and TDS as an asset you will debit. So, P&L, it is always gross. Whereas here they have taken up net. Meaning, how much they should have taken, Bullare? Come on, 1.8 plus 0.2, 3. 2. Here, 2.7 plus 0.3, 3. Plus 5. They should have taken 10, but they took only 5. This is in lakhs, sir. So there is a difference of 0.5 lakhs. Isn't it a misstatement that 0.5 lakhs? Answer is yes. Plus, one misstatement is 0.5 lakh is a misstatement. Second thing is, shouldn't you separately show this in notes to accounts disclosure? 5 lakh is on the gain. Shouldn't you separately disclose gain this much, this much? Yes. So there are two misstatements. One, 0.5 misstatement in income recognition. Second, disclosure misstatement. They should disclose separately. These are the two misstatements. Now, on top of this, they are asking you few examples of misstatements other than this. Hey guys, this we have said in class also. Can you say few examples of misstatement? Wrong accounting. Examples, guys. Wrong accounting. Policies. Wrong accounting. Estimates. Wrong accounting. Judgments. Omission. Overvaluation of inventory. That's easy. Correct, Siddharth. So you can say, instead of fake invoice, you will say overstatement of purchases. That's better word. Siddharth, you say overstatement of purchases. Always say in FS terms. Purchases, because of fake invoices, purchases is overstated. Then only it becomes a misstatement in FS. Is question 1A clear? If so, can you say B? Always compulsory question will be little challenging, okay? B. During the course of audit, CAZ is using a software to select the sample. Sample. Essay. 5:30. But in class, I would have said we can use cat tools to select the sample. While performing this process, a window opens in software prompting the user to enter certain information. CAZ is in the process of entering the information in this regard. Selection interval, how much we have to enter. Number of records to select 100. Start record 1. Ending record 1000. File name sales. Going through the above fields, which method of sampling is likely to be used in software? They are saying interval. They want 100 to be selected. Total is 1000. At a pure maths calculation, come on. Total 1000 is there. They want to select 100. So every Come on, every 10th item. Am I clear? So which selection method they are using? Which selection method? Ganesha, which selection method? 10th, 20th, 30th, which method? Liana, which method? Nikita, which method? Isn't it systematic or interval selection? Block is different. So what consideration we have to keep in mind? Every 10th item you have to select? Okay. Additionally, partner of CAEZ suggests a method to select first 200 sales invoice from the sales book. Which method of sampling? Now you say. Earlier you were saying block. Now you say. And you are selecting as such. You are selecting. You are selecting as such 200. This method is said to be block. Why my kids are confusing block and interval? And I assume in class, I'm saying leave auditing. I'm saying a simple example. In class, there are 100 students. I want 10 students. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. If I select, it is interval systematic. I'm selecting a student sitting in the first row, 1 to 10. That is block, continuously. Are we clear? Yeah, continuous item. So here, initially it's systematic, 10th item. Then when the partner suggests, it is block. Now, how strata? Okay, now Liana is asking how strata. Assume class has 100 students. I'll divide into girls, boys, just for example, please. From girls, I will select 5. Boys, I will select 5. That is stratified. I've explained 3 methods, only 2 more methods pending, monetary and haphazard. No. India wants to know, are we clear with B? If B is clear, say C. Okay. Truthful Product Private Limited is engaged in trading stationery item. There is a huge fire in one storage location of the company, resulting in a loss of inventory 5 crore. As a result, the operations of the company were badly affected for 2 months. Unfortunately, the insurance company rejected. There was no change in the business of the company during the last year. Guys, is company's financial position better or getting worse? Loss, policy, everything is going against the company, right? Poor company. Okay. Now they have given the year details. You're in which year? 23, 24. Huh? Revenue from operation 80. It increased to 100. Profit 6 to 10. CAD, who has been the auditor of the company, has decided to rely on the same test of details performed in previous year. In the given situation, what is lacking on the part of auditor? Discuss. There is something fishy. Some smell is there, no? Not mother cooking in the kitchen. Come on. Professional competence, due care, skepticism. Ada, think company's financial position should get worse or get better based on the above situation? Worse. But they are showing from 80 to 100 and profit also increasing. Shouldn't it mean ulta? So you should have applied professional skepticism. That too, professional skepticism we should apply throughout the audit. You should not overlook the circumstances. You have learned, no? Substantive audit procedure is equal to test of details plus analytical procedure. Test of details will give you only what evidence? Oh, how many times we have said sufficient. But analytical procedure will give you more relevant and reliable evidence. Here, since there is a misstatement chance, there is a issue, risk, shouldn't you also perform more analytical also along with test of details? Yes, no? Yes. Here they performed only test of details. So they should have checked more analytical procedure, relevant and reliable. They should change their strategy, modify the procedure. Strategy should be changed. Procedure, audit procedure should be modified. Modified means amended. In my knowledge, all the three questions are good questions, but if you read it well with your mindset, okay, practically, with examples which we have studied in class, you will get it. Alle. So guys, take rest. After that, 1 minute you can take rest. After that, put 2. Only 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's always very good to do RTP, MTP before you go for the exams, especially this attempt and last attempt, because only 2 attempts since new syllabus has come. I've already given you the, you've seen the playlist video which I've sent you. Okay, what I will do is maybe today or maybe tomorrow or this week, what I'll do is around 10 hours marathon is there. I don't know whether you guys have seen that, okay? In that playlist, what I'll do is I will split the playlist. Marathon I'll make separate. Summary videos I'll make separate playlist, and RTP, MTP also I'll make separate. 3 playlists I'll share so that you can use it whichever playlist you want. Okay? I will split and put it in the group as well as channel. Okay? And May exam RTP is there. It's along with one session, it's mixed up. That's why. And it's there, Kuta. Liana, I'll put it into separate playlists. Liana, you have every right to put the timestamp while you see. You can put in the comment. Can we go? Annette, I will let you know that. Q2. Question 2. At a direct question, if it comes, I'll just run through, okay? Not I, we. Assurance engagement means an engagement in which practitioner expresses a conclusion designed to enhance degree of confidence of intended users that responsible party outcome of evaluating subject matter against criteria. In this context, give 3 examples of assurance engagement highlighting the difference. First class, we have even put a sticky note. First chapter. Can you say 3 examples of assurance engagement? 3 engagement. We have put in column. Audit, where you give reasonable assurance, essay. Then review, where you give limited assurance, SRE. Then assurance engagement, where you give reasonable or moderate, SAE. So it's 5 marks. So you have to explain audit, review, and assurance. Haven't we put a sticky note and we said SRS is not an assurance engagement because we are not giving a assurance. Yeah, it's only related services. That was direct question, huh? Easy. Next is also a direct question, I guess. Yes, Faisal. You need not explain that one. Adu venda. The triangle you need not explain. You have to explain only audit, review, and assurance. Assurance you have to explain. Like in assurance, we said the examples of prospective financial info, internal control, or that you have to explain. Because it's 5 marks. So each you have to explain. Hello guys, can we go to B? Pure Services Limited is into the litigation relating to some legal action initiated by the industry regulator. The matter has reached Jurisdictional High Court, keeping in view uncertainty related to future outcome of matter. Statutory audit of the company has decided to include EOM para, emphasis of matter para. Briefly discuss the consideration taken care to be included in report. Guys, open the class notes. State any examples of EOM para. Which essay? Seven not. It is essay 706. Whenever emphasis at a class note, take it. No, we have drawn in 2 columns, EOMP, OMP. Put a heading, EOMP. Then you will, below that, you will describe the invite attention of users, describe the matter. Haven't I given you drafting how to do? Then you will say that our opinion is, come on guys, our opinion is not, our opinion is not modified. Haven't we written this or not? I want yes, no. That's the answer. They've not asked you to draft. If they ask you to draft, but the drafting, there is no details, Kuta. There is no details they have given. Okay. Outcome of some matter is there. They have not asked you to draft. Discuss consideration only. So, heading, invite attention, describe the matter, and say your opinion is not modified. What are many examples we have discussed for EOMP, OMP camp? Can you say any 2 examples where you will add EOMP? 2 examples we have asked. In class, we have discussed those examples. We'll say FS related. So, example, early application of new AS, subsequent events occurring. Very good, Setu. Subsequent events occurring after balance sheet date, FS date. Yeah, that also you can write. Minimum 5 examples we have discussed. Is B clear? Drafting, they have not asked in this question, Ganesh, so you need not. And there is no details as such for drafting also. Yes, litigation also you can write. Allah. I showed you drafting, but in class notes, haven't we written these points, Kuta? You take the note. See, EOMP yeah, we have written like drafting points. They are asking to be included in drafting. Nakshatra C. But can we go to, okay, can we go to C? Hello. Where is my live kids? Okay. CA, the auditor of a company is in the process of determining materiality. Since materiality is a matter of professional judgment and is affected by auditor's perception, needs the users. He is reasonably certain assumption about users. Which matters are reasonably expected to be assumed in respect of users? Which essay? 320. Can you open your class notes of 320 or material of 320 or whatever it is? Class note is the best one to get it quickly. In that first part, haven't we written materiality is a misstatement or omission which affects the decision of users? I think towards fifth or sixth point. Auditor assumes 4 things about the users. Did you see? Users have knowledge about the business. They know FS are prepared as per materiality. They know that business is uncertain in case of events and condition, and they make decision based on FS. This is a direct question. What matters auditor assumes about the users? 4 points, 4 marks. You start with 320 intro. Essay 320. In my knowledge, question number 2 was, and in your knowledge also, is very good, easy. You should attempt this first. Eppadi guys, how was it? Neha, it's always better to write essay number. If you don't know the number, better not to write. Don't put in inky pinky ponky. And why you should have all the fun? I will also have fun. Unless you guys say 3. Those who are watching live also, unless you guys say 3, I won't go. Excuse me. Illa. Pattadu, pora. Not enough. Come on, others. 3. Can we go? During the course of statutory audit of a nationalized bank, CA Amrish is performing audit procedures in relation to advances. He has verified sample of borrower account representing the advances, found nothing unusual. In a banking environment, there exists documentary evidence containing observation comments of advances that can be useful to the auditor of, branch in performing. List out such documentary evidence which can be used by CA Amrish. I'll give you 30 seconds. Yes, guys. What's the answer? What other evidence he can use? Okay. Sanction letter. Okay. Loan documents. Okay. Anything else? Minutes book. Report on verification. Okay. Now, guys, those who have class note, okay, can you just, all the answer which you said is right up. I'm not saying wrong. I'm just adding extra points. We have written audit of bank, conduct of audit around 18, 19 points. In that, towards the end, using the work of others, reporting, can you check out? In that, we will use the previous year audit report. Hello, can you check out? Bank audit, conduct of audit, can you check out? There you use internal audit report, inspection report, and haven't we written this? Concurrent auditors report, RBI inspection report, etc. Haven't we? Yes, no. Why only 3 of them are saying others? These are the other reports you may use it. Along with the, what you said was right. Other documents also you can write, but they have said those documents having observations or comment. അതായത് I will explain in 2 language. വേറെ ഏതൊക്കെ documents having observation and comments they are asking. Loan approval document, loan agreement will not have observation and comments, but previous year audit report will have comment. Internal audit report will have comment. Inspection report will have comment. Concurrent auditor report will have comment. RBI report will have comment. Did you understand? I know most of you would have just ignored that point. Certain report. That one point, they have asked it as a question. So mark it and study that. Okay, all are girls. Boys, are we clear? Where are my boys? Okay. Can you put B? While auditing the FS of Bro Traders LLP, CAL is carefully going through LLP agreement. Briefly discuss the point L should pay attention in LLP agreement and reporting responsibility of L in case of LLP. And are those who have class notes of LLP. Okay. In LLP's procedure, we have written, no? We have to first see our engagement letter. Then we have to see the minutes book. Then you have to read LLP agreement. Then you have to state true and fair view of books, financial statements, whether you obtained all info. Now, can you state few matters in LLP agreement like partnership deed, nature of business, capital contribution, interest on partners, duration, interest on drawings, profit sharing ratio, duties of partner, advances, interest, rent. From your +1, +2, if commerce, you would be learning this matters covering in partnership, same thing. Yes, borrowing. So these are the matters in LLP agreement. Are we there? Hello? Times you may find it so silly. Silly means, I mean, idellam kepangla, idakka choikyo, all these will they ask? Yeah. Can we go to C? CAN, Statutory Auditor of Rock, is in the process of final assembly of file. Under what circumstances auditor can make changes in the final assembly process? Give few example. Which essay? Very good. Essay 230. In that there is a sentence. Assembly of audit file is only an administrative process, no new procedure, no new conclusion. However, you can do signing, you can sort, you can collate, you can cross-refer, you can delete a paper, you can discard a paper. Haven't we written that? That's the answer. So I think in this, B and C is simple. Maybe this one you might have given very less importance. Please study that and mark it. Bank audit, conduct of audit. Eda, we have did this much. Just 3 more questions. 4, 5, 6. Eda, just think in life, we have discussed RTP fully, MTP1 full, and MTP2 full. So, I mean, MTP2 full also we are planning. So, just 3 more questions away. Let's finish off in style, guys. So, 30 seconds rest. After that, can you say 4? Okay. CAJ is appointed as the statutory auditor of Sigma and Beta Limited for the year 23-24. During the audit, he observed trade receivables amounting to 50 crores are reflected in the FS of a company. He wants to obtain sufficient and appropriate evidence to conclude trade receivables have been valued properly. Suggest few procedure. And even while discussing, I don't remember MTP or RTP, I've said, are they asking you general procedure of trade receivables? No. They are only asking specific procedures relating to. Come on, guys, they are asking you specific procedures relating to valuation. From the first question, we have been confusing and then we learned. Valuation. How will you check the valuation? First, come on, start. You will obtain a aging report. Wow. Now you became happy. Now don't check the data. Data is for completeness and cutoff. Now you have learned this. Okay. Aging report you will obtain. After aging report, whether any, in the aging report, okay, someone is saying whether any debtors are in litigation. Okay. Now, after aging report, whether they have from the aging, what you will do? Provision. Whether provisions are made. Okay. Okay. Whether there is any appropriate movement. Movement means whether there is any changes. Movement. Changes you will check. Okay. Then, whether they have properly written off, write-off they should be there. For this, what policy or what process company is following? Flow LA. So start with aging. In that, whether any litigation? If so, provision made. Whether there is any changes or movement? If so, written off. And what process company is following, whether proper authorization is there. These are the few procedures which we should see for checking the valuation of trade receivables. Will we write the date? No, that is for cutoff. Come on, Chelna. Come on, Makla. Are we clear? If A is clear, can you put B? While planning the audit of Me Limited, CAM has planned nature, timing, and extent of RAP. to identify and assess ROMM. How risk should be assessed by auditor? It is also well known that assessment of risk is a matter of professional judgment. Which specific matters are not included in audit risk? Oh, guys, if you have attended this session, and do you remember we had a session on risk assessment? It's there in the YouTube also. Internal control and risk assessment. In that, I think I have asked you, SC 315, audit risk, FS should be misstated and we should express inappropriate opinion. What is not included in audit risk? Three points I said. One is business risk. Second, FS are misstated, but auditor's opinion is appropriate. And even in class notes of 315, it's there. Second, third one is FS are not misstated, but auditor expresses an inappropriate opinion. Adverse publicity. All these are examples of matters which is not included in audit risk. Even in the last sessions, we have discussed this. You remember? Correct. We have discussed this. Now, one more part is there. Additionally, one of the team members, CAM, is of the view that materiality is only considered in planning of an audit. Is it correct? Materiality essay. Name itself is materiality is in planning and performing. Say to planning and performing. Planning stage we will determine the materiality. Performing phase we will revise. So it's not only in planning stage but also in performing and evaluation. While performing we will consider. So answer is invalid, not correct. Like, can I have a reply? If okay. Are you guys following this? So, can we go to C? CAD is planning and audit of listed company. List specific documentation requirements in accordance with 300 in relation to the planning of an audit. How it is useful? It is which essay? 300, no? Planning. What are the things you will plan, or while planning, what is the things which you will document? They are asking. Come on, in planning, what all you will document? You will document strategy. No. They are asking documentation. You will document strategy, plan, and even changes. Haven't we written strategy, plan, changes? In changes, how the changes happen, reasons. Now, what decision you took, you will document. How this documentation is useful? How planning documentation is useful? For proper review, future purpose, what procedures you have carried out to develop the program, etc. It's a direct question. It's mixed with the documentation and planning. Basically, it's 300. I think that was easy. So guys, take rest for 2 minutes. Then we will go to second last question, fifth and last 6. Okay. 5 and 6. But are you guys hungry? Vashakunda, pasikida. Are you guys hungry? Yes, sir. So Neha, you can eat something on side. Aishwarya, you too. Ganesh is ever ready to do questions. What to do? So guys, I want to talk, but I'm just controlling. So end up, our time is 9:30, maybe 9:35 we'll stop. So can you say 5? Ada, this is the one of the section which many students will ignore, but most easy law also you have studied. Under section 143(1) states that every audit of a company shall have access to books of accounts, vouchers of the company, shall be entitled to require from officers of the company such information and explanation. State those matter. It's like a direct question. Now 143(1) is duty to inquire. How many points? A, B, C, D, E, F. Don't say G. Whether loans and advances made by the company are properly secured, terms are prejudicial. Whether transaction represented by book entries are adverse, prejudicial. In case a company is not a banking or investment company, shares have been sold at a price lower than purchase price. Then loans have been shown as deposits. Personal expense charged to revenue. Finally, shares are issued for cash whether cash received. If not, whether entries shown are correct and not misleading. When you will report, when auditor will report, only if you have a adverse comments. Where will you report? Audit report. May I know under which content? Title, address, opinion, basis for opinion, CAM, where will you report? Okay. Why only Neha? Very good. Other legal and regulatory reporting requirements. So here, no need of that. Just elaborate these 6 points. That's it. It's a lottery ticket if you have studied. 5 marks straight. Especially since it is a law. If you write it correctly, 5 out of 5. Can you say B, guys? Messrs. Veer and Associate is appointed as auditors of KMP Limited. During the audit, auditor wants to verify trade payables and liabilities were supposed to be recorded, have been recognized in FS. Can you say it in your language? എന്തൊക്കെ റെക്കോർഡ് ചെയ്യണമായിരുന്നു അതൊക്കെ റെക്കോർഡ് ചെയ്തു എന്നെല്ലാം വന്നിരിക്കണോ അതെല്ലാമേ വന്നിருக்கு. What all should have been recognized are recorded. Which assertion he wants to verify? What procedure should be followed? Today, from session beginning till last, we are beating around completeness and valuation, completeness and valuation. Now, which assertion is this? Yeah, what all should have been recorded are recorded. So, this is completeness. Now, guys, wait. From the beginning, we are saying, for seeing the completeness, what will you do? Now, you don't make mistake. Trade procedure, trade payables, dates, very good, very good. You have to do the cutoff. Now my kids won't make mistake. So what you will check? Date, you will select the last 1 week or 5 days. Year end invoices, you will check, test check some of the purchases. Very good. I think from that mistake we have learned. Can you say C? CAM, audit of the company, has planned to use substantive procedure during the course of audit. In this, he has decided to use such procedure in the following cases. For testing relationship between sales and cost, testing rights of a certain asset, comment upon approach along with reason. It's a indirect question, I guess. Can you just see and say? And for doing analytical procedure, what is the basic thing? There is a financial, non-financial. No. Analytical procedure is an assumption that relationship among data continues and it will exist and it will continue and it should be predictable. Haven't we studied this? It's an assumption that relationship is there and that relationship will continue and it should be predictable over time. Haven't we studied these words? Yes. Now, can we predict this? Can we have a relationship with sales and cost of sales? Sales this much, cost of sales this much. Answer is yes. It's predictable. Last year it was this much. So current year this much. Yeah. So here, well, we can predict and you can use it appropriate. Can you see this? Testing right over certain asset. How do you check the right? See whether this asset is mine or whether it is his. Rights, ownership. Can you compare for that? You have to do test of details or analytical. For testing right, it's more of test of details. So is analytical procedure more effective or less effective here? Rights, here it is less effective. Because nothing predictable here, no comparison. It's just testing the details. I think that was a good question. So guys, with that, coming to the last question. Come on. 30 seconds with that. Say 6. Come on, guys, let's finish off. RTP over, MTP 1 over, MTP 2. Let's finish off this in style. Come on, let's finish off. Life is a race. Run. Run towards successful. That's the last question. No, can others also say 6? Mr. Vayu is appointed as the auditor of Prism Limited for the year 23-24. He wants to ensure that PP is valued as per the generally accepted policies and also has a legal ownership rights over the PP. Explain how the auditor will verify same. But a similar question was there in RTP or MTP. I think RTP. How valuation over PP you will check? How rights over PP you will check? Valuation was the question in RTP or MTP 1. Very good. Valuation, you will check the, come on guys, depreciation, whether charged, if charged, method of depreciation, including impairment. Don't you remember similar question we discussed? Not similar, same. Here, one more thing they are asking. How will you check the ownership? Just now only we said. Just now we said you have to check the deed, you have to check the invoice, whether there is any charges created, whether there is any additions. That's it. Yeah, if it is pledged with the bank, confirmation you obtain. I think that's easy. So 2 things you have to write. These are the procedure for valuation and these are the procedures for ownership. Right. Can you put B? Messrs. TP and Co, a firm of chartered accountants, have been conducting the audit of KSR Limited since last 4 years. KSR Limited has diversified their business into newer areas during the last year. Senior member of team handed over the standard audit program early years to the assistants and instructed to follow the same. The assistants are conducting the audit accordingly, whether attitude of assistants are justified. Hey guys, can you pakka ditto follow the same procedure? See, it can be a future reference, but still, haven't you written a point? Articles are encouraged to be open or close-minded. Article assistants, while developing audit program and doing, they should be open-minded. So even though the program is given, they have to see, depending upon the nature of entity, whether there is any doubt which they have created, whether there is any additional work, business may vary, uncertainty may come. So same program 100% pakka will not be justifiable. That chapter 2 says article assistant should be open-minded, so they should see the business nature varies, etc. So same following is not justifiable. Arey guys, where are you? Are we clear? If so, can you go to C? Okay, I'll come. As per SA 560, after the date of auditor's report, but before the date of FSR issued, a fact is known to the auditor. That it has been known to the auditor at the date of audit report, it may have caused the auditor to amend the auditor's report. In this context, what is meant by date of FSR issued? Can it be later than date of auditor's report of the entity? It's not directly relating to 560 actually. Nakshatra, reference is very good, 560, they have written that, but they are asking a general question. What is the date of FSS issued? In fact, I think ICA's MTP answer, let me just check. There is no reference of 560. And do you know the process? First, FS are prepared. Second step, may I know? After FS are prepared, what happens? Ma'am, audit? Before audit, Kuta. No, before audit. FS are approved by BOD, management. After that, audit. After that, it is issued. After that, it is adopted in AGM. Flow video. Did you get the flow? Prepared, approved. Then audit, then issued to users. Then it is adopted in the AGM. So where? This is the issued. Can the issued date be after audit report date? Answer is, after we audit only, it is issued to the users. No. Para. So answer is yes. So date of FS issued can be later than the audit report. This is the date on which FS and audit report are issued to the users. Actually, it is not 560 directly, it's a general question. Yes, it's the date on which third persons are made available to the audit report. Ganesh, you want me to repeat? First, FS are prepared. Once FS are prepared, approved by BOD or management. Once approved, auditor does the audit. Auditor audit edal, it's issued to the users. Once it is issued, it will be presented. If it is a company, it will be presented and adopted in AGM. Okay. Meaning, issued means it's a date on which FS is made available to the users. Users കൊടുക്കുന്ന date. കൊടുക്കുന്ന date. So, last question, guys. Smile, okay, after that. CAN, Stat Auditor of QST Limited, appointed a term of 5 years. Completed the audit of first financial year. In compliance with the professional standards, an audit file has been assembled. After about a period of 6 months from the date of issue, he gets a call. Hello, CFO of the company to share the completed audit file. Is it mandatory for auditors to share the files with the client? What are the requirements for making it available? And both 230 and SQC1 says, okay, it is the property of the auditor. He can, at his discretion, make available to the client extracts or copies. To the third party, you can't give without client's permission or other than as required by law. With that, let me have a sigh of relief. I'm saying from my part, okay, what was my target? I think I'm really sorry with regarding the question number, first question, but I think with that confusion, you got more clear. I mean that cutoff, if it is date, completeness cutoff, if it is just, yes. So guys, other than that, I think it's manageable paper, but I feel MTP 2 was a level higher than MTP 1 and RTP. Okay. So I just suggest those who have not seen MTP 1 discussion fully, MTP 2 MCQ discussion, and RTP is along with another session of May 24 we have did. So kindly go and check and give me time. I have a common WhatsApp channel. In that channel, as well as in the mentoring group, or you can check the YouTube playlist. What I will do is, I will make marathon somewhere around 10 hours video is there. I will make marathon playlist. Summary, around 6-7 chapters summary is there, summary playlist, and MTP RTP discussion. Okay, I will make into a playlist. Okay, so 3 playlists I will put. So whatever playlist if you want, you can search it and use it. Okay, are we clear? So what is my sigh of relief, because mentoring is over with all these things. RTP over, MTP 1 over, and MTP 2 over for the September 24 attempt. So only one thing is pending from my part. Actually, 2 things pending. One, I want to conduct one more session that according to your wishes and according to your preference we'll do. And second thing is a model exam. Model exam means I will give you a question paper, you can write out and I will give you the key. Is that clear? So that's it, guys. Wait, don't go. Yeah, don't go, okay? I'll just wind up those who are seeing the YouTube live, you can leave. Others,